humans, and welcome to episode 6 of Chef Mike Does Stuff. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. Make sure to tell all your friends to come watch these awesome videos that I am making for you. Today we are going to be making a breakfast strata. Now what is great about this, and one of the things I use it for is, let's say you are doing some kind of Skype or video conference, hanging out with your friends, staying up a little late, maybe having some adult beverages. This is the perfect breakfast for you because you make it the night before. We're actually using some inexpensive ingredients. I'm also using old stale bread on purpose, and you'll see kind of when I put this together why. But I've got 5 bowls of things and some salt and pepper. That's all you really need to use. And then I have a nice pan that I have greased. But let's move to the cutting board. We'll assemble this bad boy, and I'll talk through how easy it is to make it. All right, we are at the cutting board. As I said, I have a pan here that has some olive oil in it. Super easy. Grab whatever pan you have and do that. In this bowl, I have a half of a French baguette that has been stale. I used it for something else. I left it out all night. And then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna waste it. Nope, I'm gonna do this recipe. I cubed it and let it stale another night. So these bad boys, those are stale. I also had, which is not so stale, 1 burger bun left because I made burgers not too long ago. So I just ripped it up and threw it in here. So I'm gonna put all this bread in this pan, like so. Wow, that looks so hard and difficult. Next, I have leftover Polish sausage. I have like half a link that I chopped up. I'm gonna put that in this thing here. Move it around so it's somewhat even. Oh, look at that. Super easy. I've got a bunch of cheese, shredded cheese. Use whatever kind of cheese you want, whatever kind of cheese you have. Doesn't matter. Obviously, if it goes with eggs and Polish sausage, that would be better. Look at that. I put some cheese in there. Now I've got a bowl of eggs here, and I've got a bunch of cream. Let me move this out of here. Bowl of eggs, ding! I have a fork. I usually use a whisk, but you may not have a whisk. Mix up a bunch of eggs. I recently bought jumbo eggs. I always buy large eggs, and I finally, for the first time in my life, cracked open an egg and had a double yolk, and everyone thinks it looked like a butt. So that was pretty awesome. Next, I'm gonna add whole milk. I don't know how much. I'm gonna add whole milk. Till about so. So this is gonna kind of resemble, quiche, what you do to make a quiche. This is gonna kind of look a little more like batter. It's pretty thin. There's a lot of milk in here, so it's gonna be kind of loose and fluid, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to add some fresh cracked black pepper. Don't know how much. I put in that much. I'm gonna add some salt. A little bit more. Don't know how much. I just put in that much. All right, so this is ready to go. I don't think I'll have room to use all of it, but we'll see what happens. Now, I take this back out. I'm gonna put this back here. And now here, watch some magic. I'm gonna pour this all over this guy. Try to make sure you pour it over everything because we want the tops of stuff to be kind of wet with the egg. Because that's how we're gonna do it. We use just about all of it. I'm gonna leave a little bit out because this will rise just a touch in the oven when you cook it. So that was a dozen eggs. That was probably 3 cups, 3 cups, 3 or 4 cups of whole milk. Something like that. Look at the consistency you want. Now I'm gonna add just a little bit of cheese on top because it'll be nice and bubbly and golden brown when we bake this. Now, the magic of this recipe, like I said, make sure all the bread, use your spoon, use a finger, is submerged in that liquid. What we're gonna do is put this in a refrigerator for at least 4 hours or overnight, because I'm gonna party it up tonight. When you get this in the morning, it'll be a lot drier. The bread will have soaked up a lot of that egg mixture, and it will look a lot drier. That's perfectly fine. You're gonna put this in a 375-degree oven for about 45 minutes in the morning. Super easy. And that's it. That's the recipe. That's all you got to do. I'm not going to show you me putting this in the fridge. I'm not going to show you what it looks like getting out of the fridge. You got anywhere between 4 hours and 24 hours to use it. Bake it. So I'm going to swap this for the finished one when it's done baking tomorrow. And with movie and TV magic, your strata is done. Baked it. Let this sit. I do recommend doing it on another pan just in case it kind of spills over. So this did rise a little past the lip. When it relaxes, when it sits, it kind of shrinks back down. So let's take a look at what we got going here. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. So as you can see, all that bread, egg mixture, cheese all up in here. This is a nice kind of delicious, juicy kind of quiche filling on the inside. This thing was 5 ingredients. I utilized stuff that I might have thrown out. I used cheap ingredients. This is a perfect thing to make in this day and age, as well as a perfect thing once we go back to partying and you know, having everybody hang out and sleepovers and all that fun stuff. This will be excellent. So let me give it a taste real quick. Oh yeah. The good thing, or well, one of the things I like about it is because we add a lot of milk to this. It's the egg is kind of lighter. It's not like a thick, dense egg. And because the bread was so stale and soaked it up, it's almost like it's more egg and not really bread. So it's like you extended scrambled eggs somehow and made it extra cheap to feed a lot of people. So there you go. That's it. That's all you had to do. You're done. Make this. You know, put other kinds of cheese, other kinds of sausage, use other kinds of bread, use old stale bagels, do whatever. Make sure you show me. I want to see what you do. So that's it. 5 ingredients with salt and pepper. That might have been the easiest thing I've made so far. You get to prep everything and do it the night before. So in the morning, you just put it in the oven. Like I said, do it yourself. Add different kinds of sausages. You don't need meat. You could do a bunch of different vegetables. You don't need, necessarily need bread. I recommend sticking with bread and egg, but everything else, just do it however you want. Use whatever leftover ingredients you have. If you have some green vegetable, you might want to blanch them first before putting it in here. Spinach would be great, chorizo, other kinds of cheeses. Go wild, but make sure you take a picture, share it. Tag me in it. Make sure you like my stuff, share it, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I can't thank everybody enough for how many people have already subscribed to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it very much. I'm going to keep making videos. But like and subscribe because you are not going to want to miss when Chef Mike does stuff. So I'm going to eat a bunch of this right now and cure my hangover. That's good. That's good. Nah.